That's great. I dig that.
Cool. How much fabric do I buy? I buy too much fabric. That's how much I look for. So this is just a sample of an old Kylo over tunic I had, and I think it needs to go a little lower, but I think it's the right shape.
Yeah.
Right? Like draped over this, and I'll figure out a way to make the hood part of this.
Yep. Wow.
It's sort of shaping up, huh?
Yes.
All right, Daryl, I'm going to measure your shoulder to the break. Let's see here. If you would hold that right there. We're gonna go down to, yeah, I'd say I'm gonna go to 54 inches and then we can trim it up.
Okay.
Perfect. Woohoo! I have made the monk's inner tunic and his belt, and I've mocked up a twill hood. It's a cacophony of black texture fabric because that is what Kylo Ren is, so I'm assuming that's what all the Knights of Ren are. So I've got the hood, the inner tunic, the belt, and now I'm working on this outer tunic, for which I'm actually copying Kylo Ren's, one of Kylo Ren's tunics. I feel like having a lot of cross-pollination between the parts makes sense to me. And I've just measured Daryl's shoulder to how far down I want this to go, and it's 54 inches. So yeah, we're actually pretty good here. It's shaping up nicely. I'm actually feeling pretty good about it. There's a lot of finishing work to do, but it's coming along nicely. Oh, what are these? What are these? These are the new Savage Industry tape measures. You can buy these at adamsavage.com. Here's where we're gonna make a difference between Kylo's costume and this one. We're gonna flare it more, a lot more. So I'm gonna come out like that, because I think it should drape down. Yeah, that's cool. I'm into that. And again, if that doesn't work, I can just trim it back. No cost for the attempt. If you have a fabric with a texture on one side and a different texture on the other side, and one of those two sides is the texture you want, when you fold it up, fold it so the texture you like is on the outside. Then you don't lose it, as I have done many times. Yes. Don't hide your fabrics light under a bushel. All right, Daryl.
Yes.
Let's try on a couple things. First, here, let's put this on. There you go. Yep. Okay, so that's gonna come across like that, and that, hold that there. I'm just gonna get a safety pin. Yeah. Then, go good. Hand behind you. Yep. Okay. Oh, it's working. It's great. The mannequin's a little broader than you, so it's actually fitting nicely. Okay, so let's There you go. So if I bring this forward like that, dude, shit's happening. That's really nifty. So if I bring that in like this, and these guys, if that literally just almost sews there like that, that's kind of what I want. I'll have to add a piece to that so it goes all the way down.
Okay.
And we're getting some full face balaclavas,
Yep.
like Slender Man, whatever they call them. And we'll put armature wire in here so we can sculpt that.
Okay.
And we'll also, once we're finally fitting it, we'll probably have Velcro in it and
Okay.
your helmet, and obviously you'll have foam in your helmet.
Yep.
Cool. I think we're making progress.
Yes.
All right, here, you can take your helmet off. And you can move.
Yes.
Good.
Very freely.
Fabulous.
Fill in, once I sand this down, there's gonna be a lot of deep lines that no matter how much sanding I do, it's not gonna blend in properly. So once I sand this down, I'm gonna use the spot glazing putty to getting in between those deep lines and then blend everything together so we have a smooth surface. And this came from support material and from the raft in the orientation that I printed it in. So I printed it this way, and then we had some support material right here. So when I removed it, it kind of left that rough surface on the bottom here.
Great. And a t-shirt, that's fine. Awesome. Cool. On an industrial machine, the raising and lowering of the foot is done with your knee. And there's just this little lever here, but when you're on an industrial big machine, you can do all that foot raising and lowering with your knee, and it's really nice and fast. I've long thought about adding that to this machine, but clearly I have not gotten around to it yet. All right. I'm now adding a wire to the edge of the cowl to facilitate getting it to sit nicely. This is definitely a thing I've learned by reading about other cosplayers' wonderful tips and tricks, because it's hard to get cowls to sit right. And actually, Kylo Ren's cowl has a bit of an armature in it. I'm wrapping up today, Daryl. I have a belt for you, so I'm going to work on your belt buckle.
Okay.
I've ordered this. The under tunic opens low enough that I've ordered you a turtleneck shirt.
Cool.
So I think that'll do nicely to hide everything going up, and we don't need necessarily a whole bunch of extra detail here, but we'll see.
Okay.
And these guys just, I think tomorrow morning you'll start attaching these to the boots.
Yep. And I'm just gonna hit this with primer
These look great.
tonight, and then should be ready to go tomorrow. And then we can
Oh,
hit those
you've got
with
Jedi character. I mean, what is that?
Sith.
Sith characters.
Yep.
I can't believe the resolution you can get.
And that was actually printed at 0.2 layer height.
That's amazing. Awesome. All right. See you tomorrow morning.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right, so the monk here, Daryl's costume, is coming along really nicely. I'm waiting for a couple of parts to arrive in the mail to do a overall fitting and see how it all goes together. I'm gonna get started on Rogue, or Grenade Face, my Knight of Ren. And that's what I'm gonna start to dress this guy with. I don't actually have a plan at this point, but I will shortly.
Today, I'm going to finish up some of the soft armor parts, and probably get to start attaching these pieces to the boots. And I'm going to be starting some painting and weathering on some of these armor pieces here.